We're in a storm right now, and that was crazy. Hey, it's Finn Wolfhard. I'm here at the Esquire Germany cover shoot, and I'm so excited to be asking some questions for life and balance. I think work hard, but I mean, like, that, to me they're interchangeable. I mean, like, we're in a storm right now, and that was crazy. There was a giant lightning bolt. Well, what I was saying was I think that, like, they're interchangeable. I think, like, with my job, I work really hard, I'd like to think, but I also have an insane amount of fun. So I'd say that they're kind of the same for me. So work hard, but I also play hard with reservations. I'd say Instagram is, to me, way more fun than TikTok. I've never been into TikTok. People ask me, I've like made a few dumb videos, and people ask me if I want to come back, and I don't really want to, because I think people take that app way too seriously, and I think social media is ridiculous in general. I think it could be used for pretty amazing things. I think people can, you know, reach a pretty wide audience and do great things with their platform. But I don't think there's really, I don't know, I don't think I really suit the TikTok thing. And I think in a lot of ways, like, I don't know, I just don't really like it. So I'll say Instagram, and mark my words, I'm never coming back to TikTok. It's a hot take. Oh my God. See, I'm gonna enjoy answering these questions until my metabolism goes away and I become like a big blob. I'll say burger. You get a little more protein with the burger, but you know, pizza's also a classic. But I'll go with burger. Casual, because you can be smart while being casual. You can do both. That's an interchangeable thing as well, I feel like. I think people who try to be smart are a little more phony and hard to get along with. But if you can be casual and smart at the same time, that is good. Both have their place. There's nothing better than watching a movie at the cinema, and I hope movie theaters continue to be around for the rest of my life, I hope. But I mean, Netflix also has a giant place. You know, being at home and being able to watch a movie at your fingertips is like the future, and it's pretty incredible. So, I don't know, as a person that like really loves movies and film, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't like both. Oh man. Well, I don't know. I find myself watching horror a lot more than sci-fi. But I mean, some of the greatest movies of all time are sci-fi. But I catch myself watching horror more, so I'd say horror. I would say that's an easy one for me. I would say comedy. Comedy is like what keeps at least me going as a human. It keeps me happy. So yeah, I'd say comedy. Well, I would say from the get-go, Ghostbusters 1 is a classic and one of the greatest sci-fi comedies of all time, one of the greatest comedies of all time. But I think Ghostbusters 2, a lot of people give way too much shit for it. I think it's really good in its own way. I think it's almost like a culty kind of thing. It's same with like, well, Gremlins 2 is also great, but it's because they just did kind of the opposite. They went kind of fully goofy. I think Ghostbusters 2 is great. It just wasn't the same as the first one, and I think people panicked and didn't like it as much, but I still really enjoy it. But I'll still say Ghostbusters 1. Oh, Gremlins, easy. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually ever seen Critters. Muppets, easily. I never got into the Fraggle Rock kick, but I still respect them. But I mean, Muppets are absolutely timeless. I don't know, I think nowadays I think vampires get the bad rap because now it's like when any vampire movie or TV show is like hot vampires drinking blood and kissing each other. So I think that kind of gets the bad rep, but like there's some incredible vampire movies and books and everything, like the classic Nosferatu and Let the Right One In is like incredible as well. But I'd say there's like zombies have like a giant place in the zeitgeist, I feel like, because it's like so easy to replicate. But maybe I'll go with vampires. I love zombie movies, but I'll go with vampires on this one. Thrillers have a very different effect on me than slashers. I think slashers I have a lot more fun watching. Thrillers I'm kind of biting my nails, but I still love that feeling. Like Zodiac is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that's a thriller. But I still love Scream so much, and I love Halloween, and there's something like incredible about a character or a villain that is like unstoppable, like Michael Myers. So I might say slasher. I like playing electric guitar and acoustic. I like playing them both a lot. Both can get very different sounds in different songs. So I find myself playing acoustic a lot more, I would say. So maybe I'll say acoustic. I think I'd have to say punk because of like the cultural impact behind it. I mean, classic rock also did an insane amount for the world, or like looking back, like all the cultural impact it had and what it did, like, Woodstock and the Vietnam War and stuff like that. But also punk, like I don't know if you can beat what punk did for the world. I think I have to say Neil Young. I mean, he also, keep in mind, he also like was in a lot of other bands too. He was in Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, and they were a giant band. And he's also in Crazy Horse, and he's done so much throughout his career. But then again, Bob Dylan is like the quintessential American singer-songwriter. But I think because I'm Canadian and because my dad would kill me if I didn't say it, Neil Young, easily.